Hey guys, I want to show you the fourth iteration of the expansion I'm working on. Last time I did a video of, the augmentations and everything, and after playing a few times, everybody was just saying it was just way too overwhelming to keep track of everything, that a lot of us could not remember what effects were going to take place. So I slimmed everything down, and now I have kind of a new idea that's, everybody seems to like it so far. I've play tested it a bit. It's kind of a quest system. The way it works is right whenever the game starts is you will just reveal there's going to be two decks. This is the roll and the reward card, and then these are the challenge cards. I haven't done any artwork or anything for them. The way it works is whenever the game starts, you just flip over the two, and you can see this has a color, so this is a silver card, so you always relate to the silver challenge. And it just says the role right now is players must exceed the damage and health to defeat a monster, so you can't match the numbers. So everyone has to follow that rule while it's out here. If you ever want to try and gain the reward, you just have to add this challenge to a monster. So let's say you had the numbers 6 and 4, and you could defeat the octopus. Before you fight the octopus, you just say, I'm going to challenge it, and I have no identical heroes in play. If nobody stopped you and were able to defeat it, you would gain a blue pixel. And then before your next turn, you'd be able to rearrange the monsters the 3 monsters out there however you want to other players. So if they were going to fight the boss and it was worth 5, at some point you could just switch it around with the 2, and now they're fighting something less, and it doesn't require you to do anything. Right whenever one's defeated, whenever it begins the next player's turn, you then reveal the next 2. And the bronze ones are ones that benefit everybody, but a lot of people may not want to leave it out there, and they always have a very, very easy task to complete. So this role right here is everybody now has +3 treasure every turn. If they want to try and do the challenge, just add 4 monster health to any one of the monsters, and the reward is you get a free action. So if you fought the monsters, you could then go ahead and buy something with that +3 treasure before it goes away, or you could just trash your money, and you keep going, and you reveal another one. So here's another silver. When trashing cards, opponents can trash the same amount for free during your turn. So if you were to trash 3 copper, they could just trash 3 before their turn even starts if they just want to get rid of some cards. The challenge right here, you'd have to discard a hero and play before fighting. And the reward is players have to trash a card in their hand that's not a starting card. Then the interesting ones you can get are the gold ones. These ones are usually rather difficult. So right here, and they always offer something that you couldn't do in the game period. This one requires everybody to return their leaders. You have to, if they're in your deck discard pile, you put them back to the war room, and it's almost that you have to kill another boss again to get them back. But the reward is you get to look through the leader pile that aren't in the game and take one of your choice. Though this line up here would require you to keep revealing spells. So I'm going to do this until one that costs 3 shows up. I'm hoping one. Here you go. So this one would show up, and you just kind of leave it out here for opponents. And all opponents have access to this spell but you. And whenever somebody plays it, it's used. But you are basically setting up somebody else to either get Lightning Strike, where they could trash one of your heroes. And it's really going to screw you over later in the game, since they all have access to it and you don't. And you can just kind of keep going. And, you're just always shuffling these 2 decks, so it's very different every single time of what rewards and challenges will show up together. This one here is, instead of fighting monsters, you would actually fight the blue player instead, or the red player. If those players are in the game, if there is no red player, you'd still fight the monster. And they gain all the monster benefits. And the reward is, if you actually add in there, whichever player goes to fight, even if you're fighting a minion, you could gain points from it. But yeah, right now I'm about at 15 cards for each deck. I'd like to get to 20 to 25, but just a lot of play testing, and wanted to show you guys where I'm at with it.